Hello, people. Welcome back. We are ready to go with game number two, almost, whenever Leaf has done his warm up. Once again, I'm Jackamus Wedge, joined here by Real Zero. How you feeling now, Zero?
You know what? After that first match, I'm psyched. I'm ready for some more Smash TV.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too here. Can't wait to get this one going. Maybe a bit lopsided as far as the seeds go, but we've seen Starwind pull off some feats that literally no one else has ever done in this game before, like walking through a swirl. So even though Leaf definitely is the favorite in this one, I wouldn't count Starwind out just yet.
Yeah, you never know when it comes to Smash TV. You can be surprised. It's true that while Leaf, I would say, is the favorite, I'd say this is a good opportunity for Starwind to get a nice PB here. They currently have a 759 on the board. It's a pretty old PB, though, made back in April of 2022, so just about 3 years ago. I'd like to
Oh,
see a new
Starwind is
PB.
long overdue for a PV. Will this be the night? Let's find out.
And actually, I believe it's been a while since Starwind has been in the tournament. I believe the last time they were in was the sixth annual, so 3 years ago. Meanwhile, Leaf last participated in the seventh. He missed out on last year, but he is back now. So both runners having been out for a little while. We'll see how it goes.
All right, they are both ready. I am giving the countdown, and then the race shall begin. Or not?
Good
Let's
luck.
hold on a moment. Okay, we may have a false start here.
Yeah, I think Starwind already saw and has go ahead and
Yeah,
reset and getting himself back to the title screen there.
that's probably my fault. I will accept the blame for that one. Get out your Boo Jack emotes in chat if you got them.
Do those exist? Do we have Boo Jack emotes?
Not on GG Speedruns, but it does exist on a couple channels. And they're ready to go. All right, let's get the countdown for real and get game two of three for tonight underway. Or match two of three. Game one, let's go.
All right, man, we are underway. Now, I believe the timer on the screen there. I'm not sure if that's actually Leaf's timer. He was having some issues getting it on stream, so it could be the same timer. But Mr. Diner will do his best to sync up our racer, so we should be fine.
Oh, I think he's got them synced up just fine. I saw the rafters. We are good. Leaf is going to be playing the Manip, it looks like. And Starwind is going to be playing the room as normal here. Both of them
It
with the
looks
Razor Shield. Good
looks
fire,
like
pretty good fire from Starwind. He's got a little bit of cleanup here to do. Leaf gets through the first room okay, but now, moment of truth. He's going to do nothing until that first drop comes. Is it going to be the orb, or did the Manip fail? Let us find out.
Leaf had to give it up midway. I'm not sure which manip he was going for, but midway through he changed it up and was definitely switching back to just killing the room off. So he maybe had a misstep somewhere,
Yeah, and
but gets
there's
an
a
orb
he
anyways.
does get an orb anyway. Starwind gets a Razor Shield. He can use that aggressively as he chases his own orb in this room. There's a nuke for Starwind. Looks like he's going to avoid that and just work with the regular pea shooter fire and the Razor Shield here. Leaf, meanwhile, is going to just pound away with that orb. Room is
Oh,
basically... Oh, ooh,
Starwind
that's
was going for the
painful.
orb, but it was on the mine, unfortunately.
Yeah, imagine a race with Prince Leaf, but it's not Prince Leaf who gets leafed?
Well, now let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's still plenty of match time left. It could happen.
Oh yeah, there's more mines coming up. Leaf, of course, has the unfortunate reputation of stepping on more mines than anyone else.
But on the
Despite
bright
being
side,
one of the top runners at least one point, I would still consider him one of the top runners.
I would too. I mean, hey, you got a name moved after you. It may not be a good one, but still, it's out there.
Now the people will know you were here. Starwind focusing entirely on the shrapnels and just letting the Razor Shield take out the Swarmers. Probably the play here if you don't have that orb. Pick up everything in sight. Hope you get it. There's rockets for Starwind down there if he can get them. He does. Room is full of Shrappies, so he's going to get rid of a few of them here, but he's got a bit of work to do. There is an orb for him there at the end of the room. Leaf out in front, but Starwind does have the drops to make something happen here potentially. Oh, he
Leaf.
loses the orb.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh, it does have a nuke, but I'm not sure if he's going to opt to use it. Meanwhile, Leaf had dodged a tiny shrapnel piece, was able to swirl around it, controlling the center of the room. Does get rockets to help. Meanwhile, Starwind gets some spreader and a Razor Shield if he can get it. All right, that'll help him control the center of the room a little bit, while Leaf is now finishing the room. Does not leaf it on the
Ooh,
mine and gets
sizzling
out at about a
time
259.
sub 3.
3 minutes or under getting out of that room is a pretty good time. Starwind does get an orb here now. If he can use it to help
Yeah,
finish off this room. Got some
yeah,
ground to make
Starwind
up
pushed
here.
into the corner, unfortunately.
Ooh,
Oh
really
my
close
god,
to
what a
those foot
move by
soldiers.
Starwind.
Wow.
He's able to get through everything, chasing that spreader in the corner. Quite the route to get there, but good
Oh, the
movement.
orb.
Oh, he really hesitated to
Oh,
pick up that
no.
spreader, and that's going to cost him his orb. He didn't want to run into that mine again, but
I don't
that might
blame
be a
him.
situation where you just let the spreader sit there and focus on fire, because he did stop firing for a bit.
Yep. Meanwhile, Leaf is already into tank trouble and got a spread of his own to help clear down the room. Another spreader in the top corner, and Starwind's just now finishing his room. Is now getting into the bonus room, so significantly behind at this point so far.
At least a 30-second lead for Leaf, yes. Leaf went for the nuke there, but despite his
Oh!
torrid pace coming into tank trouble, not quite at the end of the room. Still a very solid 416 going into the boss room, and an entire room and a bit of change ahead of Starwind right now.
Leaf did drop the orb at the tail end of that room, though. I didn't see what grabbed it from him, but, well, he's going to get a spreader, though, so it may not have mattered so much at this point.
Yeah, and he's able to get a few of the free manual shots in there. Gunners are being very aggressive in firing at him, but
Oh,
Leaf being
oh,
very patient, but really wasn't able to get a whole lot more going there.
no, those gunners were just being too crazy for him.
Yeah, Starwind did get an orb, but lost it, picked up a spreader, and then took a bat to the face. Ouch.
Does have rockets now with that invulnerability shield, so... Oh, and another shield, so they'll be able to have a nice clear firing lane for those rockets. Gets a spreader. Meanwhile, Leaf is taking off both arms of Mutoid Man. Gets some grenades.
Yeah, that lobber finished off the first arm and got him the second. He's just going to do a bit of grenade work there.
Oh.
A nice little dipsy doodle of a dance, and he's
Oh!
able to pick up the lobber underneath Mutoid Man. Great movement from Leaf.
Meanwhile, Starwind got pushed to the corner, died, was able to get an orb replacement coming out of the door, but immediately had it taken away by one of the foot soldiers.
More lobbers for Leaf, pounding away on the headless Mutoid Man. Key down there, Leaf ain't interested in that. He's got plenty of ammo. He can let this clip run out, but hopefully he gets another weapon, and he does. Starwind going to enter at a 549 into Mutoid Man. A bit of trouble in the arena for Starwind on this first game there. We'll see if Mutoid gives him the drops to finish strong here.
Now, Leaf is on the final form. Starwind gets some rockets. That'll help take out the gunners if he targets them.
And he does. Leaf is going to finish up with a very solid time. Should be about a 6:18.
And sure enough, the timer is still running on Leaf's side, but he has finished. And meanwhile, Starwind gets a spreader with no shields. Going to go for some manuals. Gets the first arm popped off.
He got half a form out of that. Not a bad manual, all things considered. Works with a bit of rockets, but now he's got grenades, and he's just going to stuff those into Mutoid Man. Sees the lobber, and he's going for it. Starwind playing on the oof!
Oh, but might get lucky for it. Gets a spreader chance from the lasers.
Starwind gets zapped and gets rewarded for the mistake. He's got a spreader. That's another form gone for Mutoid there. Starwind is going to have to continue here, but got some good damage on Mutoid there.
Oh,
There's another spreader for him. He's not going to get a whole lot of that invulnerability, so it's manual time. And he tries to chase after Mutoid, but he gets vibrated into. You hate to see it.
sometimes Mutoid just doesn't stay still when you're going for that spreader shot. Even worse if he starts zooming up and down and left and right and just won't stay still. Won't let you get the damage in.
Yeah, Starwind trying to find an angle for his lobber, and now he's underneath Mutoid Man for a moment. quite quite the predicament to get into, but Mutoid being very aggressive with his movement, trying to turn Starwind into roadkill yet again. He's unable to get above Mutoid to grab the grenades and is going to have to chase the next drop. It's a spreader in a good place, but Starwind basically right on top of it. No time to recognize it and take the death for the invulnerability. He does get a few manual shots in there. Mutoid without the head now is getting rockets shot into him. There's a lobber for Starwind. He's going to pick it up. Mutoid getting dangerously close to Starwind again there. Starwind opting for orthogonal fire instead of diagonal fire in that situation. Very risky, but in that case, it did work out for him.
Fortunately, gets a invulnerability shield, not a weapon. Now gets some rockets. Gonna probably need at least another weapon. Take down this final form. Gets run over though.
Yeah, but he should make it to the lobber in time there. This should be enough, provided he can line himself up. Starwind's
Oh,
really got to practice his diagonal fire. That was another scary situation for him there. If he can master that diagonal fire, his PB is guaranteed. I'm calling it
I
right
think
now.
so. Yeah, you want to go for diagonal fire because even if Mutoid Man decides to suddenly zoom across the screen, no matter which direction he's going, you'll at least be clear of his path. Does finally take him down, though, a little past the 9-minute mark. He needs to take out that last shrapnel before the room will clear. I'm not sure if he sees it. Oh, no!
No, Starwind just wanted to get out of dodge. And who can blame him? He's just gonna try to leave it again. Shrapnel explodes. He's got an invuln. Who cares? Starwind's gonna finish her off. And that is game number 1.
I will admit there was one time in an off-screen recording I did have a run where I forgot to kill a shrapnel in the corner, and I was wondering why the room didn't end. Realized it was in the corner. Luckily, it wasn't a PB, but it would have been bad if it was.
I do remember from BriCon a few weeks ago, we did have a couple moments like that where we actually wanted to finish the run out, and it's like, all right, we have to get rid of the Shrappies at the end there. Basically, because we were chasing world record, we would just look at the timer and say, okay, add 11 seconds, that's the time, whatever. But some of them we just finished out for the hell of it, and it's like, oh yeah, you actually have to kill the shrapnels
Right.
in the room.
Get our racers set up here for game number 2.
Yep, just waiting on both of our runners to ready up, and they are, so I will give them the countdown, and game number 2 will be starting very, very soon. Countdown is given, races are off, and once the wonders of the internet get caught up to reality, we will get this game underway. There it is, they're both underway. Our amazing host here at GG Speedruns, Mr. Dino, is going to get them synced up for our viewing pleasure. There they are, and let's begin. Game number 2.
Prince Leaf is again going for the manip. We'll have to see whether he's going for the 41 or the 39 manip. They start off the same, but they do diverge at about this point. Well, Leaf is going to have to, again, give up the manip. Still not sure which one he's going for. He might be going for the 41, but I'm not sure at this moment. Does clear out the room, though. Is going to be getting out at about a 42. Meanwhile, Starwind is going to be a little bit more behind, getting out at about a 48.
Yeah, about a 6-second lead for Leaf early on here, but Leaf not going with the guaranteed orb. Something failed in the manip. You would know better than I would. I'm old school. I can't learn. I'm an old dog. I can't learn new tricks like that. So, as far as the manip stuff goes, Zero, you're going to have to be the one that tells us folks what on earth is going on with that technology.
Yes, we are talking about a manip that was discovered by 3Creepio and with help from Space Colonizer. There is a certain set of movements you can do in that first room, combining with the Razor Shield manip that we already do. If you succeed, depending on which one you're doing, you can get a first drop orb in the next room guaranteed every time if you pull off the manip successfully.
Basically, you're making your own mini tasks in real time. Good luck with that. I think I'll just play the game normally. Thank you very much. Well, no Leaf, or no Leaf, no
No
orb
leaf.
yet for Leaf, but he's cruising with rockets and Razor Shield. He's just chasing drops, hoping that orb shows up. Meanwhile, Starwind now and oh, Starwind
Oh,
didn't walk through that
immediately.
swirl. That
Oh
swirl walked
my.
into him.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Does
Nothing
get
he
to
could
use.
have done there. It just came
No,
right out the
it
door
came
he was in
right at
front
him.
of.
Does get some rockets now, though. Oh, unfortunately, it gets batted down by one of the foot soldiers. Meanwhile, Leaf still looking for the orb. Gets
Nice, get some
rockets.
rockets. That's not nothing. And folks, do remember that this is a very difficult game, so it's not that Starwind's bad. The game is just tough. Starwind is actually pretty good there, and he's starting to use some more of that diagonal fire. That's the biggest thing missing in his game. It's like I said last time, if he can work on that diagonal fire, he'll see his PB just plummet down.
Absolutely, very important. We actually got our sister into this game, and trying to teach her about the diagonals is definitely something she's been having to work on.
Diagonals are scary. You have to press two buttons at once. And
Well,
I
the thing
don't
is,
mean that in a sarcastic way at all. Diagonal fire is probably the hardest thing to master in this game.
it's definitely easier to stick to just the horizontal and vertical shooting for sure. In the case of our sister, she didn't realize that you diagonal fire by pressing the two buttons.
Yeah, like if the drops cooperate, like look at Starwind's setup here with the orb and the razor shield, you don't need diagonal fire in that situation as long as you control the center. I don't really know why Starwind's moving around quite as much as he is. Yeah, in that situation, you can just stand on that southern blue, or blue, red arrow, and your gun will be perfectly aligned to hit all four doors. Just, turn and fire at the door that has the most guys coming out of it, especially with that razor shield. You don't have to worry about shooting everything, because if they leak out into the room, they're going to crash into that and die anyway.
Starwind makes his way into the secret room while Leaf is cleaning up in tank trouble. Was able to take down both gunners, had some rockets, had a close call with the orb, but was able to maintain it and hold the center. And speaking of rockets, here's some more for Leaf.
Yeah, the rich getting richer. Leaf did not need those rockets. He's, again, a full room and change ahead of Starwind going into Mutoid. Not quite as sizzling a time as last time, about a 427, but this is a race. This isn't a PB attempt, so I'm sure Leaf will take that.
Took a bit to kill off those red swirlers, but finally able to take him down. Gets a shield. It's going to take that time to clear off the front gunners. Gets a lobber now.
And there you see that diagonal fire that we've been talking about this whole match, how important it is to be able to line up your shots, stay in a safe place, and especially when Mutoid is close to the walls, it lets you just bounce them off the wall and hit that sweet spot, which is that brown panel right below his chin. That's where the lobber does the most damage. And you'll see as Leaf, like, switches between low diagonal fire and upward diagonal fire as Mutoid moves up the room, he's trying to hit that spot and do as much damage as possible.
Oh, gets a potential chance at a spreader, but I think Mutoid's going to sit on it. No, he will move
No,
in
he
time.
decided he didn't want to be alive anymore and just moved out of the way. And look, there's a invulnerability for Leaf. Rich getting incredibly richer here. That's going to push him all the way to final form. If he can get those grenades, would have done it, but he couldn't make it. He takes the death. just to get a invulnerability. You know what? In that situation, you're not even gambling on anything. You just know that you have time until the next drop shows up, so might as well get a free invuln under the deal. That's a really heads up play by Leaf. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a good
I'm
call.
gonna
And
add that to my own playbook, I think.
he does take down Mutoid. He did also, I want to say, he did get the Ball Buster. He was very patient using his lobber initially before he finally ran out and was able to get the Ball Buster, so he did get some extra damage on the early form.
Yeah, it took him a little while because he had so many lobber shots to fire at Mutoid when he was at the top of the screen, but he kept. Oh, Starwind just misses his. I thought he had it for a moment.
Oh! And then he gets gunned
With those
down.
gunners alive, it's more stuff to dodge. As Starwind definitely knows how to line up the max damage lobber shots, but with all the gunners in the world shooting at him, makes it a little bit tricky there. So there's another lobber now for Starwind here. Again, opting for orthogonal fire. Oh no, a bit of diagonal
Oh,
fire
a
there
a
now.
little bit there.
Yeah. And he sees Mutoid moving to the center, so he knows that if he's in the right position, he can land those orthogonal shots on that sweet spot. Picks up the rockets, and he's going to go to work with
Oh!
those.
But gets run over
Yeah,
and not going to make it in
that's
time to the grenades.
always the danger. Yeah, you really want to try to fire diagonally at Mutoid. It's just a lot safer. Gives you more time to react if he decides to, go from a full stop to fifth gear in like 2 seconds. He accelerates faster than any car in the universe.
I do prefer diagonals as well. On top of being safer, I personally do find it easier to aim my shots that way. I've just gotten more used to the
Oh,
angle
there's a
and
big
maintaining
spreader
position.
opportunity for
Spreader, he
Starwind
will get
here.
it.
Yeah, should get at least a form out of this. Has to get a little lower. There he goes. Pounding it in. He gets run over, but I don't think Starwind cares too much at that point. That spreader did its work. That's a full form gone. There's another one. He's got a
Oh,
bit of invulnerability, but this time he's going to have to manual it. And he... Oh, great
wow.
manual from Starwind. Look at
Got a
that.
lot of them in there. That was a good set of manuals.
Absolutely zero.
Gotta be careful, though. He is on his last life. Oh, and there it goes. He decides to run him over again. He'll have to take a continue here. And he's going to park on the drops. Not going to get to it in time. Going to have to wait for the next one. And it's a key. Followed by an
And it's an
invulnerability shield. Oh,
invincibility.
good heads up,
Hooray.
though. He dodged that shrapnel shot that was in his path. He backed off for a split second.
Yeah, yeah, he's paying attention at least as he waits for a weapon. Those grenades will help. The rockets will definitely push him to final form.
Gotta be careful of those lasers.
There's the diagonal fire we were looking for.
Oh, into the
That was
corner.
just a bad vibration from Mutoid, man. You hate to see it. No, I guarantee Starwind is going to hit a huge PB very soon as long as he keeps playing the game. I see the potential there. Just as soon as he gets comfortable with that diagonal fire, he'll go from his high 7 to a sub 7 in the blink of an eye.
Definitely agree. It'll make a huge difference in their play. Meanwhile, getting the business, all these lasers and dead drops, needs another weapon to try to finish him off. Finally get some rockets here. Will it be enough? Oh, he's getting
Oh,
dangerously
he's
close to
coming
that
in.
wall.
He was coming in again, but Starwind is able to fend him off with the rockets and finish the job.
Should get out of here just under the 10-minute mark, about a 9:55. Game 2 done. Prince Leaf takes it 2-0. And we'll be heading into our third game shortly. The winner of this matchup will be moving on to face the number 8 seed, which is actually myself. So that should be interesting.
So you do have a vested interest in the outcome of this match, don't you, Zero?
I certainly do. I'm trying to pay attention to both. I'm trying to see how Starwind is improving their play, along with how is Leaf doing. I do see that they are going for the manip. I'm interested to see if they will be able to get a hold of that come time for our match.
Yeah, and Leafs put down two really solid times in this match, a 6:17 and a 6:18. That's going to win most races in this tournament there.
Definitely. Anything under a 6:30, I think, and you've got a shot to win a match.
hmm we seem to have lost Starwind's stream for a moment. Hopefully, we'll get that back up. He's typing in the race room right now, so we'll keep you posted as we figure out what's going on with that. Ah, Starwind forgot to count. That's all. He'll be right back.
While we're getting this match set up here, we do have one more following this. We will be having the number 16 seed ET Go Ham against the number 17th seed Fire Broth, which should be a very interesting match because they are very close in seed number as well as PB. So I think it'll be a pretty good match. So that'll be following this one once we get the next game going, as soon as we can get Starwind's feed back up on the screen.
Yep, and he's back up and he's ready to go. So I'll give them the countdown for game number 3. And yeah, as you said, Zero, this is not the last match of the night. After this, we are going to have another one. And as far as that one goes, I think ET, um, I'm excited to see what he can do in the first round because I've played him in the first round more than anyone else in my tournament history. And at least in those matches, things have always gone my way. So I might be ET's Bane in this thing, so I'm excited to see what he can do against someone who's not me. Not that I'm great or anything, mind you. I just seem to have his number. I don't know.
It is interesting when we get some of those matchups and repeat matchups. It looks
And
like Leaf
Leaf
has
abandoned
opted
the minute
to.
quite
Yep.
early this time, it looks like. Yeah.
So he's just going to go for regular, taking down the foot
Oh, he can
soldiers
use
with
that
his.
nuke if he times it well.
Oh, he
He
can.
did. He did. He got it. Oh, and Starwind plowing through with the Razor Shield. He's not going to be too far behind here. Great end of the room for him.
Pretty good time, about a 40 to a 44, give or take, about a 4-second difference, so not too bad.
Yeah, much closer than our previous two games were. Starwind rounding into form here late in this match. First drop nuke for Leaf, he's just going to pick it up, try to force more drops. First drop rockets for Starwind, and more rockets for Starwind. If you're not getting an orb, that is absolutely what you want to see.
Yep, no orb, I will take rockets all day. Getting some
I'd,
feet go
I'd,
with him.
I'd rather every drop be a rocket until you get into the boss rooms, honestly. It's better than an orb. It
A
really
lot
is.
less pressure. No chance of
Yeah,
losing
that
the orb if you
too.
don't have it.
Yeah, exactly. Just fire and forget. Kill 7 or 8 guys in one shot. It's beautiful. You love it. And more rockets for Starwind. He's just pounding those in there.
Lots of rockets. Meanwhile, no orb for Leaf. Gets out of. Oh, gets batted down. But that might have been intentional. He might intentionally be getting the invulnerability shield since he has no orb to go with it. Seemed like he was just standing still taking that one. Gets rockets.
It's a tough call in this room. It really is. He's getting all the rockets in the world now. He would have preferred those in the previous room, I'm sure. Starwind not too far behind here. This is actually a very close race right now.
Yep, unless either player gets an orb, it's going to be tough to have a significant lead here. Starwind is trying to take down the shrapnels. Oh, speaking
Oh,
of the
he's
orb.
going to get the first orb of the match. He was pretty responsible about keeping on top of his shrapnels until he had to abandon his
Oh,
position. Oh, and just they
too
just
close to the
came out the
door.
wrong doors. He was moving
Yeah.
back to the center. That's rude. Leaf is going to pick up a razor shield in. Oh, geez, I forgot the name of the room. It's just the room that is the room. What is that room called? I completely, honestly forget. Total
You're talking
Carnage.
about
There it
Eat
is.
Marshall or Total Carnage. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
It's the one
yeah.
room. We all know tank trouble, but it's like, what's that middle room? We always get there, but what's it called again?
It's a room that matters, but only in the sense that you want an orb before you go into it. Very
Exactly.
late orb here for Leaf, and he's going to have to work for. He's not
Oh,
going to get
he
it.
can't
Too
get
many
it.
swarmers coming out of that top door. Ouch.
He was doing his best to clear them out too, but they just kept pouring in. He had no chance of getting it. If he grabbed it, he would have instantly lost it.
Yeah, and Starwind has a replacement orb here. Huge opportunity for him to gain some ground back on Leaf as he was not able to get the first orb that finally showed up for him. Grenades on the feet for Starwind, but good movement keeps his orb.
Oh, speaking of orb, Leaf got one. I'm not sure where. It might have popped up near his feet. I didn't see it.
Yeah, looks like it was right on the feet for him there, but he finally got it. Leaf's going to be into the bonus room at a 3:30. I don't think he's going to be happy with that time at all, Zero.
No, definitely not. And not having the orb, you bleed time in those rooms where you really should be able to take them out a lot easier. But nothing against Leaf. There's nothing much you can do if he's just not getting the drops there. Meanwhile, Starwind is having to avoid a swirl. Oh, it does catch him, but he does have an orb. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get to it without
Oh,
losing
he's going to
it.
get it. It's just
Oh,
if they came out any other door, he would have been able to keep it. That one,
yeah.
oof, that was a bit of a dicey grab because he didn't get it right away, but he's got it and works his way back to the middle. Great nuke for Leaf is able to get control of the room. He's still got both gunners active and a bit of a scramble tank trouble. Amazing movement from Leaf, dodging everything in sight,
Whoa!
protecting the oh my god, how did he not die there?
He still has the orb. He's able to hold it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
now he didn't go for the other gunner with the rockets. This man is insane. He's just tempting fate here.
Gets a razor shield, which is going to help him now buckle down at least.
He's still not going for the gunner. The
No,
room's over and he's got a gunner to finish off.
I think he wanted to leave
You
him for
crazy
last.
man. What on earth was that? What an entertaining room from Leaf.
Might have to ask Leaf what he was doing there. And meanwhile, Starwind does get gunned down by the wall gunner. Leaf is going to go for the ball buster, I think, as soon as he clears out he's trying to clear out the front guys. He's not able to get both of them. Gets one, but Mutoid Man backs up against the
He's gonna
wall.
have to wait a bit here with Mutoid hovering towards the top of the screen. Now he can go for it. He's got it
And he's
easily.
got it.
Yeah, it's Starwind pounding away with his invuln into a spreader. His gunners are down.
Oh,
Ooh,
caught
the
the
shrapnel
shrapnel.
tags him as he was going for the refill. Is he gonna? No, and he's not gonna
No.
make it. That was rude, game. That is actually a very convenient nuke on the feet. 2 shrapnels and a tank in the room, you'll take that. But come
Yeah.
on, give Starwind some weapons. He needs help. He's not out of the room yet, and the chest is already off for Leaf, who made amazing use out of that gift of a spreader.
Oh, but now he's getting set on. Oh, he does get the rockets. Meanwhile, Starwind does get another orb chance if he can go for it. He may not know. He's not going to reach it in time. Oh, and caught by a shrapnel blast.
Oh, he's gonna get that spreader though, and with the invuln, this should finish the room off for him here. Oh, that grenade's on the
A little
feet.
bit of sabotage.
Leaf pounding away with the lobber on the headless mutoid. He gets another lobber that should push him to final form. Great accuracy on the lobber from Leaf. Right below the hole, whenever his head is gone, is exactly where you want to hit it for that huge damage boost for the lobber. These grenades might not be
Oh, just shy, I
enough.
think. Oh, and is not able to grab the key, but it was disappearing anyway, so not a huge difference.
No, it's like last time, Zero. That was a
Yeah.
deliberate death. Just it's like this isn't going to be a continue. It's easy. I might as well use these lives for something. I'm going to get a free invuln, and I know I've got time till the next drop shows up. I really like that play. I really like that. That is super heads up.
Yeah, if you got the spare lives, it's a good thing to go for. Why not? It only can help you.
Exactly, it just makes the fight more manageable. Especially that final form, he's so aggressive with the driving. I mean, they're playing on Japanese, so the lasers aren't as much of a worry, but whenever he accelerates, like we said, from 0 to faster than light, it's a dicey spot, and having an invuln is some very nice insurance.
It does help with that. And in the meantime, Starwind did get a little bit of a spreader. Mutoid wasn't quite holding still enough to get a full set of damage in it, but got the arm popped off. Is not going to be able to reach that invulnerability in time. He's gonna take the time to take out some of the shrapnels. Does get
Yeah,
a
both of
lobber.
those Starwind deaths, just the drops were on the wrong side of the room for him to take advantage of the invuln from taking a death. He's going to get these grenades. If you're... Oh, there's a spreader for him there.
Oh,
He's
but
trying to
oh,
run into
I think he
Mutoid.
can
He
reach it. I think he
might get it.
can. Oh, they're gonna get to continue though.
Yeah,
But
this
he's
is going to
still
be a
be.
tough...
Oh,
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 Mutoid!
what a
You
troll!
absolute words I cannot say on a family-friendly Twitch. But that was incredibly awful of Mutoid, denying Starwind that golden opportunity.
At that point, you'd rather not even have the spreader show up. Oh, he's gonna get another. Oh
Ooh,
no,
he had the
up
invuln,
to.
so he had to
Yeah.
go for a bit of manual there. And then Mutoid decided to just run him over. Mutoid has not been kind to Starwind here.
No, he's doing mutoid things, which he loves to do. It's one of his favorite pastimes.
Yeah, Starwind, again with the lobbers. Just the orthogonal fire. There's a time and a place for it, sure, but if he can master that diagonal fire, I have no doubt that Starwind will be an actual contender in the near future.
For sure. Land in better damage. You'll die less because you're not going to get run over as much. Does have a spreader here now. Not going to be able to take a death for it. It's
He's
going to
going
go
to
for
go
some
for the manual.
manuals. Got some in
Oh,
there.
he got some in there, and it was looking pretty good for a moment. Mutoid just vibrated the wrong way as Starwind was adjusting himself. What I've noticed from Starwind is that if he's going for the manual on the right side of Mutoid, he's able to get a decent amount in there. On the left side, though, he doesn't seem to be quite as comfortable with the jittery movement.
It is an
There's a
interesting
there's
thing
a
to
few
point
there's a
out.
few holes in Starwind's game, but the potential absolutely is there. And
Definitely.
if I may say so, the entertainment top notch on this unfortunately one-sided race, but I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, for sure. Oh, and he's going to get trapped against the wall again. Mutoid just loves doing that to him. Come on, Mutoid. Give the man a break.
Oh
Finally.
God,
Takes him
no!
down.
Oh God, no!
Wait,
Dino,
what's Leaf
get rid
doing?
of that! No, we don't want to see it. Get rid of Leaf's
Oh,
screen. It's the worst thing ever. Get
oh,
that
wait.
out of here. No,
What's that one
no,
called? I forget the name
no,
of it. I know what it
no,
is,
no
though.
total carnage. Get it out of here.
Ton of
It's
carnage, yes.
terrible. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.